Hello, I'm Graeme Roy, Chair of the Scottish Fiscal Commission. Now, following the UK Autumn Statement, the baton is now passed to the Scottish Government in the Scottish budget process. We now have a bit more clarity, including on additional Barnett consequentials that will be available to the Scottish Government, largely flowing from funding allocated to NHS England. And we know how the block grant will be adjusted to take account of tax policy changes in the rest of the UK. But only when the Scottish Government announces its own tax changes on December the 15th, will we see the net effect on the budget. For example, the UK decision to freeze income tax thresholds for longer and to lower the top rate thresholds means that if the Scottish Government wishes to raise relatively more revenue, it will have to go further. One subtle thing to keep an eye on in the budget isn't perhaps actually our forecasts or changes in the headline totality of spend, but the pressures and priorities within portfolios. Just like you and I, the Scottish Government isn't immune from the effects of inflation and faces increased demands on pay and health spending, so we're likely to see budgets across the public sector require careful balancing. Indeed, we have already seen the Deputy First Minister's announcement of nearly £1.2 billion of reprioritisation within this year. Now, there has been some additional uplift for the social security responsibilities now devolved to match the uprating of UK benefits. But any changes to things that are unique to Scotland, like the Scottish Child Payment, will need to be funded from existing resources. The Scottish Government has described the financial situation as the most challenging since devolution. So with that outlook and further pressures, including our ageing population on the horizon, the upcoming budget is likely to require all our politicians, both in government and in the Parliament more broadly, to carefully consider the choices, trade-offs and priorities for public services and taxes next year and beyond.